G'day all and welcome back to Murder Valley. Today I'm going to be looking at micro Scalextric cars and showing you what the differences are and what I can do with them and how I recommend to drive them. This voltage thing's jumping all over the place, but anyway. I bought some of the new style micro Scalextric cars. The back of the packaging recommend them at 9 volt. So they've got a different style of motor. So this is the original style of motor that they had. This is older style micro Scalextric. So it's very similar to the Tommy Turbo and the Bulldog motor. Now I think these motors are great, right? They're a little Mabuchi motor or similar brand, but Mabuchi style motor. Not only are they robust, good, reliable, solid motors, they're really good to drive with, and I really like the way they deliver power to the track, and I think they're a good thing. So what has Scalextric moved to? Well, these guide pins used to clip on, so now they clip on and off. They've moved to a setup that it screws on. So now you have to use a screw to get the body off. And then here we go. So inside the modern micro Scalextric, now I believe they started this design in 2019. So I believe since this point they're all here. And the other thing is, there's only a couple of what I'd call adult style cars that are non-Looney Tunes, etc. So there's the Porsche 911, the Lambo Huracan, and there's an old style Bond Aston Martin as well. Now, other changes that they've made from the new to the old: you cannot fit the newer bodies on the older, or vice versa. The body mounts are different. You can't even get the old chassis into the body because these bulkheads in here don't match up, and of course then when you do get it in there, there's no clip to put it in. So if you modify stuff, yeah, you'll get around it, but they're a different car, different beast. So what I've done, because the original guide pin is the plastic blade and that screws into, what I've done, because when these come in the package, they come with a spare guide pin. So I've got the spare and I've modified it, and I've fitted a metal pin in it. So I'll be driving this car with the metal pin, and I'll be leaving the Huracan with the standard setup. So what I'll do is I'll start driving the Huracan. Now I'm going to start on the lowest volt. So this is the lowest voltage that I can get to. Now remember, they recommend 9 volts. So I'm just going to set my timing system up, clear that out. I'm also going to move the camera to a better location so you can actually see. Okay, so that's now moved. So let's put the Lamborghini on and see what the best lap time we can get out of that is. Right, 4.2 seconds. That's close enough. So now I've put the Porsche on, with the only thing that's different is the guide pin.
Best lap.
Alright, so I've got a 4 second lap, I've got a couple of 4 second laps. So now, they recommend 9 volts, so will it go better if we knock it up? So I couldn't get down to 9 volts with this. So I'm just going to raise it to 10. to see whether I can get a better lap time with that.
Driver 1 best lap.
Can never drive me.
Driver 1 best lap.
Alright, so I've got 3.9s, so it's marginally faster. So now I'm going to raise it to 11 volts. Will it make it faster or slower? Right, so there's a 3.8. Right, 3.8 is the fastest so I can get on 11. Let's knock it up to 12. This is the way that I work out what voltage is the best one to run a car on. Obviously, the lower the voltage goes, the easier the car is to drive. And as you raise the voltage up, the car gets more difficult to drive, but it will come at a point where the car will actually get lower lap times because it's too hard to drive. There's a 3.8 seconds. Like I said, it makes the car maybe faster, but it gets to the point where it's, the higher you go, the harder it is to get it faster. Alright, 3.8, so I haven't gone any faster, so let's raise it up to 13. Now I can do this because I've got a variable controller, so I can tune the car so it's easy to drive. I'll actually be surprised if I get a faster lap. Now obviously if I up the magnets, the car will stay on better and I will get lower lap times. I can't even get a good lap time. Let's knock it up to 14 volts. It is very, very difficult to keep it on. Interesting. No. So the answer, can you drive a Scalextric, can you drive a micro Scalextric on an AFX Tony Turbo track? And the answer is yes. Is it a good thing to drive with the blade as they are out of the packet? I don't believe so. With a very small modification, yes, I believe they are drivable and they're not too bad, but I highly recommend that if you're even considering buying a micro Scalextric for your track, you get yourself one of these little variable power supplies, or even the lab style one that I've got here. That would be my minimum recommendation. Anyway, I hope that helps. for you to make a decision whether this is something you want for home or for your track. Thanks for watching. Now, just a little addition, because I did not drive the older style micro Scalextric with the other type of motor. So just as a comparison, I've got this set up on 16 volts because of course it's rated to a higher volt than the other one. And this car has the old original tyres on it, and they're as hard as a rock, so I don't have the traction level. Well, you can't get a good lap time out of it, but let me set up at the dyno and I'll show some difference between the two cars there as well. Okay, so here's the two cars I'm going to test, and these are the two cars I've modified with the metal pins because my dyno will not take the ones with the plastic blade on them. Now, because they've got pickup shoes, they don't run real good on the dyno. So this is set up at 10 volts. So it's just under 2.0. So what voltage do I have to run this one at to get it to the same wheel speed? There you go. 16 volts. So there's the difference between the two cars. 10 volts at that wheel speed to 16 volts for this one. So that just highlights the difference between the running of the two motors and the different performance levels. But one of the things I do with cars when I race is I try to match wheel speed to how much magnet they have. So, but yeah, just there's the differences between the cars. Anyway, thanks for watching.